Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. I feel like that was a very excited wave. All right, let me do that again. Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. Today we are playing with everything Bobbi Brown. I have never done like a dedicated Bobbi Brown video. I don't think I've ever like reviewed anything just Bobbi Brown here on my channel. Wait, I have. I did a showdown and it lost. Today I have a bunch of brand new, just launched items from Bobbi Brown that are amazing and kind of not amazing. So this is a true hot or not. Some of the items that I picked up really worked out for me, like this lip color right here, and others I just don't think are worth the splurge. But then also I was like, hey, let's make this kind of favorites and hate it's and dig through my collection and pull out a ton of Bobbi Brown items that I have on hand. I want to first say that this hasn't been the line that I have been obsessed with or own a ton of products from. I know I have girlfriends that swear by it, like Bobbi Brown is their thing. For me, I just have been scattered all over the place and I've never really zeroed in on everything A to Z with the line. But the more I try, the more I'm discovering there are some absolutely incredible products. So let's just get to business and play with a lot of color. There's a lot of birds in the sky. It's very strange right now. I feel like I'm in a Hitchcock movie. First things first, I feel like this could be my go-to spring summer look. This was the easiest makeup ever, and I feel like it looks like I put a lot of effort in when really I did not. I am using this art stick. This is in electric pink. They have so many beautiful colors. I am kind of hooked on these. I love them. This shade just goes on so smooth and creamy, but it's matte, it's long wearing, it doesn't smudge everywhere. You don't need a liner. It's like this thick, chubby stick, but still you can like line the lips. I don't know, I'm kind of in love with this. And it just perks your entire face up. I love the bright, vibrant color, which normally I don't like. And the way that I was approaching this look, I was like, I'm just gonna do like a dramatic wing liner, a really bold pop on the lips, and some lashes. I really did not do much more on my eyes than just pat on a little bit of highlighter that I'm also wearing on the cheek from Anastasia. I just kept things really simple, but I feel like it's still colorful and really pulled together and looks like I spent way more time than I did. So these right here are awesome. I have two other shades, which are my safe shades. Whenever I'm shopping, I always gravitate toward nudes and my safe shades, and these are beautiful too. I actually wore the shade Bare in yesterday's video. A lot of you guys in the comments are like, what are you wearing on your lips? And this is just what I threw in my purse, and I would put this on. I wouldn't even really need a mirror. I'd occasionally throughout the day top it with a little bit of gloss in the center of the lip, and it just gives such a nice effect. It's natural, long wearing, I just love these. The shade Brown Berry is just a little bit darker. You also do get a sharpener with these because you need it. These are just so like giant. I don't think I own another makeup item in my collection that is like as giant of a tip as these are here. But it really allows you to cover the lip entirely and precisely because it's so pointed. Just fast. It's fast makeup. So look how smooth, opaque, and rich in color these three are. I love them. This is like the #1 new discovery favorite, top shelf. They stay right here. I love them. As far as a Bobbi Brown gloss, now I've had these in my collection for a little over a year now. They're all right. I think they're really expensive for just a gloss, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what my deal was. When I was younger, I feel like I read an article where Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they only wore Bobbi Brown lip gloss. And yes, I was a fan of them. Growing up, I was like, their hair, their gloss, obviously. It's kind of embarrassing, I know. But I always wanted some Bobbi Brown glosses. And then as an adult, grabbing them, they're good. They're good. They're not blowing my mind though. So I feel like for the price, you could probably find better unless you are really stuck on a particular color. In my opinion, they're just like a nice gloss. I want a product to wow me. I don't want an average guy. I want someone to really freaking wow me and knock my socks off. You know what I mean? And also, I feel like I compare so much makeup that I'm constantly in my mind going through this like library of makeup of what I've tried and also what I reach for. And those glosses, I don't reach for that often, and to me that says something, that I've had them in my collection for about a year and I've only used them a couple of times because I'm going for other things. We're gonna kind of go back and forth. So, you know, there was a smash hit and a this right here, you guys, oh my goodness, this is so incredible. I cannot believe that it took me so long to try a Bobbi Brown blush. Like, I had never tried a Bobbi Brown blush ever before. Why? I don't know, I just hadn't. This is the combo that I have on right now, and you might look at these two pans and go, what the heck? Like, that doesn't look like what she's wearing. But per Bobbi Brown's instructions, and she is a celebrity makeup artist, she actually has the first makeup book that I ever read as a kid. I was fascinated with makeup growing up. I think I was 13 or 14 when I picked up her first book, and I studied that thing like it was gonna be an exam at school. I read that book at least 5 times front to back, and she had a lot of techniques that I adopted even back then. But this technique is something that I've been doing just even with other products on hand for years and years and years. And it's just taking a deeper, more matte blush and sweeping that on the apples back toward the temple, and then taking just a little pop of a brighter color right on the apples of the cheeks only. And it just gives this really beautiful, lifted, glowing, blushy, just really flushed, healthy look to the skin. And when I think of Bobbi Brown's makeup, I think of really beautiful, seamless makeup that is not over the top, with a huge emphasis on the skin and blushy, blushy cheeks, like very flushed, blushy cheeks. And I love the formula, love it so much. I actually have a Bobbi Brown blush brush, oddly enough. Never tried the blushes, have the blush brush, love it to pieces. It's very expensive, but that is an awesome blush brush. And I also grabbed this guy right here. This is Plum and French Pink. This is a little bit more muted. It's not as crazy as this guy right here, which is Sand Pink and Pale Pink, but you know, you have options, and I believe there's even a third one for deeper skin. This guy right here, I think you can still find this at Sephora. This was launched around holiday, and I just want to add that Bobbi Brown does incredibly well with highlighters. Right now, at the moment, I am totally obsessed with my Anastasia highlighters. That's just kind of what I'm in the mood for. All over the face, over the lids, everything. But digging through my collection, I was like, oh yeah, I love this one. I forgot about this. Really beautiful highlight. And then she also is very well known for the shimmer bricks. Now, there are shimmer bricks that are more rosy, like this one, which is Nectar, and there are others that are going to be more cool toned, bronzy, like different effects for different skin tones. If you want a blush, a bronze, a highlight, you can use these on the eyes. They're just a beautiful formula. They're more stiff than they are creamy or powdery. They're just a true, very reflective highlight, and I think these are great. If you want a dupe though, Physicians Formula has shimmer strips that are kind of just as good. I actually did a Showdown video, I want to say like 2.5 years ago. I will link that below, and I preferred in that video the Physicians Formula over the Bobbi Brown, which is like way below half the price. So you can get that shimmery kind of effect done on a budget, but if you want to splurge, this is like the original. It's such a great product. This is a newly launched palette, but the shades in here are actually your iconic, original, beautiful shades from Bobbi Brown. You have the shade Nude, Cement, Wheat, Espresso, and Malted, all in one compact. And if you are someone that just wants an easy everyday look, you want matte shadows, you don't want to fuss with a ton of different color, then I think this could be a really helpful palette to have on hand. For me, I'm gonna say it, I get bored looking at this. I know, I want a little more pizzazz with my shadows, but this was on the newer display and I was like, you know, I want to review that. I want to see how everything works together, and it does work together beautifully, but I feel like I have so many of these colors in my collection already. So if you're an avid makeup collector, you probably already have these type of shades in your collection. If you're new to makeup and you're thinking, what should I buy? I'm pretty simple. I just want like an everyday pulled together great look and I want good quality shadows, then this is worth the splurge. I really do love the shade Espresso for lining the eye and doing kind of a softer line. But beyond that, you know, it's a nice palette. It's not making me go, oh my God, because I reach for my MAC larger palettes quite a bit, where I have a lot of those more neutral colors, but I also have some fun colors to kind of kick things up. I also have a Longwear eye pencil from Bobbi Brown in the shade Jet. Some people swear by them. For me, they smudge a tiny little bit, so I prefer my L'Oreal Silkissime liner. I still love my Jane water-resistant liner that's automatic. That is probably the best $5 you will ever spend on a black liner. You can find that at Kohl's. This one is just, it's not my favorite. That's all I'm gonna say. I only want favorites and best of the best. I didn't think that we were gonna end this on kind of like a sour note, but this is actually something new that I purchased with the blushes and the lip crayons. This was on the newer display as well, and the gal said that everybody's like flipping out over this mascara, and you know me, when I hear that a new mascara is like making people go crazy, I'm like, well, I want in on that craziness too. So I was all about getting my hands on this. It might be the most giant brush you've ever seen in your life. The idea of it got me excited. Actually executing applying mascara had me in a tizzy because it was just making my lashes kind of clump together. I wanted to just really pump up my lashes and be able to go from my top lashes to bottom, but with a brush like this, you really can't get those bottom lashes at all without making a giant mistake. And even on the top lashes, I did have an issue with some transfer because that brush is just so big. It's like even bigger than the Dior iconic, like the original Dior show brush, which is like a big fatty brush. This one is just leveling on the side of kind of ridiculous. I hate saying that, I just didn't like it. If you have other items from Bobbi Brown that you swear by, please let me know in the comment section below. I was actually rifling through all of my stuff, and I remembered that my mom loves this serum concealer so much that she like went in my concealer drawer and she's like, you have so much concealer, I'll take this. And I'm like, okay, Mom, go for it. And that's like her #1 favorite. So let me throw that in the mix as well. Bobbi Brown concealers, thumbs up. But let me know. This is a line that's been around for a very long time. I'd love to hear from you guys what your favorites are. I read everything, so leave those comments below. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.